Our next keynote speech is Welcome to the Future of Finance. We would like to extend a big thank you to eToroX for sponsoring this event. Please give a warm welcome to Doron Rosenblum, Managing Director at eToroX.
Good afternoon, everybody, and I know that you're all after lunch, so you're probably a little bit sleepy. I will not take it personally. If you take a nap, that's fine. Few words about myself. Well, first of all, I'm probably one of the oldest guys in the hall. I have 3 kids. I live in Israel. I travel a lot, and I don't come from the fintech industry originally. I've been managing IT companies all my life, projects and services, so I'm quite a different animal in this industry. I've been working in eToro group for the last 2 years. So, a little bit about eToro. Somebody here, anybody here know anything about eToro? Please raise your hands if you heard of the name. Good, so most of you hear about eToro. So, just a brief introduction. We were established 12 years ago. We have now around 11 million users. We raised capital of $162 million, but we are profitable for many years. So basically, this money is being used for expansion of our business and investments. We are present in 140 countries, and we have millions and millions of open trades. And basically, the volume or the cap of our trades last year was about $1 trillion, which is a huge amount. We have presence in almost every continent. We are in Australia, in China, in Tel Aviv, in US, in Copenhagen, in Belgium, in Cyprus, in the UK. So we are quite well established. And the last thing is that we are heavily regulated. I suppose that some of you are working with companies that are not regulated. Some of you are working with companies that are regulated. It's not easy to be regulated, but because we perceive ourselves as a financial services provider, not just a cool online services company that allows you to deal with crypto, we choose to be regulated, and also our crypto operation and our new endeavors operation, which I lead, is regulated, and we have licenses. What is the high-level vision of the group? Basically, it's about opening the global financial markets to everybody, and this is what we've been doing in eToro for the last 12 years, and this is what we are trying to do now in eToroX. We started 2007 in a place where we basically displayed information about Forex. Then we started allowing people to do trading. And then we started showing to people what other traders are doing. And then we started something that is basically has become our forte. And this is something that most of the people know us for. And this is the possibility to copy trading other people. So if you're on the eToro platform, you can just see people that trade according to your criteria, your preferences, take the risk level that you like, and you just copy them. And this is something that basically changed the market of trading, this social trading. We started dealing with crypto in 2012 when we worked on a project called Color Coins. Over time, it developed to be the Ethereum. So basically, the Ethereum project started with us at eToro in Tel Aviv. Then we started offering crypto trading in 2014. We were, I think, the first platform that offered this to our customers. And we added portfolios, which are baskets. We launched our wallet, our crypto wallet. And in 2019, we launched eToroX formally. eToroX, which is responsible for the blockchain and crypto operations of the group. So what are we about? First of all, we are responsible within the group to the execution and strategy for everything that has to do with blockchain and with crypto. We believe, like basically most of you, if not all of you, that this technology, this approach, it's much more than a technology, is going to change the financial world. And it's already happening. You see it happening. You see more regulators willing to deal with it. You see banks that are willing to deal with it. I can tell you that just a year ago, or a year and a half ago, when we looked for banks to support our business, it was very hard to find banks that would support our business, although eToro has a great reputation. Now we have many banks that are knocking on our doors, asking us if we can open an account. We have regulators calling us saying, hey guys, do you want to be regulated with us in France, in Switzerland, in Germany? So the change is already here. Nobody's asking any more questions like, is it going to happen? And another substantial thing in this whole concept is the tokenization. And I'm going to speak a little bit about tokenization. We believe that everything can be, and probably will be tokenized. So now we have stable coins. I'm going to speak about it a little bit later, that are pegged to fiat currencies. We also have commodities. We are going to launch more types in the near future. I'm talking about the next quarter. And you know that there are people already dealing with tokenization of art, tokenization of houses, tokenization of intellectual property. Basically, any asset has the potential to be tokenized. Allowing people to own a fraction of an asset is something that is changing the financial behavior of the whole, basically the whole world. This is what we see. Not many people can buy Bitcoin, but many people can buy a small piece of Bitcoin. So why not doing it for the Mona Lisa? So what needs to happen in order to make this industry even more successful, even more, I would say, in the mainstream? So there are a few things, there are many things, but I choose to mention here a few things. First of all, regulation. We are strong believers in regulation. There's no chance that this industry will mature, that this industry will attract corporate customers, that this industry will get real traction of not only me and you and people that are crypto professionals, but of my mother and of my sister, if it will not be regulated. I see regulation as a must, and I believe that most of the operations that are not regulated this way or the other, in 2, 3, 4 years, they will disappear. There will always be a place, like a niche, for people and for operations that are not regulated, but this is not something that is going to be scalable for the long run. Then let's speak about the blockchain networks themselves. Security. It didn't end yet. The breaks to exchanges, to wallets, didn't end. There will be more of those. But I do see a trend where it happens less. I do see a trend where exchanges are investing more money in good security, and I do see more technologies enabling better security. Scalability. Scalability is a key issue for every exchange, every operation. At the end of the day, you cannot build a business when you have 100 customers, or 1,000 customers, or 10,000 customers. Now, how do you serve millions? How do you work with the algo traders? How do you manage tens or hundreds of books on an exchange? The scalability issues here become not a question of quantity, it becomes a matter of quality. Can you really serve, can you really scale? So we have now like 80 pairs, 80 instruments on the exchange. And we serve a lot of users. And scalability is an issue. We invest a lot of money, a lot of effort, a lot of time designing solutions that at the end of the day will enable a trader, an algo trader here in Singapore or in other place to connect through his computers to our systems, and that we will respond in a good way. usability, taking blockchain to the next level. Basically, it cannot stay for a long time something that only geeks understand. It should be accessible, it should be easy. The interfaces, the user interfaces that we have now, I think they're not good enough. Not we as eToroX, but general in this industry. The terms that we are using now are too confusing, and there's not one language. I think that this needs to be approved. If we will not be able to make this whole thing approachable more to customers, retail customers, industrial or corporate customers, it will be very hard to penetrate more, to expand the business. And the last thing that I wanted to mention is the market efficiency. We need to have efficiency. Efficiency is not allowing people to manipulate the markets. Just a few days ago, I read that there is a possibility that it was one person or one trader that started the whole race of Bitcoin from 10,000 to 20,000 just 2-3 years ago. This cannot happen. If this will happen, people will not feel comfortable enough. And it's not about systems that should control it. It's about having liquidity solutions, having, I would say, the right ecosystem that will prevent it, that nobody will be able to manipulate the market. So we need to have liquidity, we need to have fair pricing, we need to have stability. How do we increase the liquidity, which is a key element in making this industry more mature? Basically, we need speculators. Speculators in the positive way. People that want to deal with this market. Who are these people? Basically, it's about algo trading. In eToroX, we are great believers in providing services to algo traders. We believe that they are one of the most important layers that drive this industry. What do they need? What algo traders need? There are the few trivial things. They need to have good API. They need to have good prices. And this is problematic because I don't know if you are watching the markets, but do you see what happens lately to fees? What happens to fees? Going down like crazy. You see exchanges basically zeroing their fees, saying, I will not take any money, just come. This is not good, it doesn't make sense. And this is a solution that is good for the short term. The people that are offering zero fees will disappear. You cannot work, you cannot give your services, support the system, be innovative, having good security, have GDPR, being compliant, and take no money for your services. It doesn't work. So we need to have competitive prices. Going to zero doesn't make sense. Speed, people need to have, algo traders need to have good interaction with the exchange. They need to have speedy responses. Volume and liquidity, for sure, I mentioned it. They need to have a sense of comfort, and in a minute I will say what comfort means for us. And I believe that people need, algo traders and traders in general, a variety of assets and also tokenized assets. Speaking about liquidity, I will share with you what we are doing in eToro, in eToroX about liquidity. So first of all, like everybody else, we are working with other exchanges. Secondly, we are working with market makers, which is also something quite trivial. Everybody's doing it. But we are also working with a group. I mentioned to you before that we have millions and millions and millions of trades. We have millions of users. So basically, there are tons of transactions there. So we are working together with a group to provide the trading solutions at the group level. For us, it's a source of liquidity. So I would say that there's a built-in liquidity in what eToroX is doing. How do we make people comfortable? First of all, as I said, we are regulated. Everything that we do is regulated. If we launch a new feature, we launch leverage trading, we launch other things, we go to the regulator, we tell him, listen, this is how we are doing it. he asks us hard questions. Most of the times we have good answers. Some of the times we don't have good answers, and we need to go back home and fix things. But this keeps us, I would say, standing like this on our toes and making sure that our customers get the best results. Customer support. Nobody's speaking about it, like it's kind of a trivial thing. How many exchanges are providing good customer support? Usually, and maybe some of you know about it, you have a problem, you send an email, and after a few days, maybe somebody comes back to you. Can you perform your operation? You want to be a financial services provider when you don't have a customer service? We believe that it will not work for the long run. So we have a strong operation, 24/7 of customer support. Big investment, but we believe that this is what our customers are looking for. Variety of crypto and tokenized assets. I will present it in a second. Technological innovation. Everybody says that they have technological innovation. I would mention about us that we invest tons of money in security. You know that in Israel, we need to have good data security or cyber security people. And many of the good ones are working for us. Now, does it ensure that there will be no hack? No, it doesn't. We are not naive. But I would say that we believe that we have one of the best security systems in the world that will make hackers' lives a bit harder when they try to penetrate. And then the backing of the eToro group. So the whole thing is about providing the traders, the algo traders and other traders, a sense of we feel comfortable here. Speaking of tokenizing assets, so tokenized assets, sorry. So you can see on the left the series of crypto assets that we are supporting now, including Tether and USDC and others, and XRP and Litecoin and so on. On the right, you see a series of stable coins that we developed in-house, and we are hedging them and pegging them, and everything is being audited and monitored, and every dollar that is coming to us, like I will not get to the whole story, but building the trust of people is very, very important here. You can see two interesting things, which are the silver and the gold in the middle. Just yesterday, we launched a new pair, which is Bitcoin to gold. We believe that these kinds of things, this is innovation. It's not only about technology. It's about offering interesting pairs to people. So you can bring your Bitcoin, move to dollar, move to Swiss franc, move to gold, and come back to Ethereum. Basically, you can do everything that you want in one place. You don't need to take your money out. Just today, we are announcing 5 new tokenized assets. This is the Turkish lira, the Polish zloty, the South African rand, and 2 Asian coins. One is Singaporean dollar for this event, and the Hong Kong dollar. So, just wrapping up, algo traders. We are offering, we are launching, actually we just launched a few weeks ago, this program, which is very targeted, very focused on algo traders. It has a series of benefits, not only business-wise and financial, but also technical. I will not elaborate now because I don't have the time, but this is very focused on algo traders. And the last thing, as I said, we are committed to being innovative. So just last week, we announced the purchase, the acquisition of Delta.app. I don't know how many of you have this cool application that basically track your assets on different platforms and allow you to do all kinds of manipulations with them, to see the trends. They have millions of users. They are becoming now part of eToroX. And this is just one of the acquisitions that we continue doing. The previous one was a group of smart contracts developers living in, operating in Copenhagen, in Denmark. So we will continue bringing innovation and smart solutions to our market in order to allow you guys to trade better. So this is our email address if anybody of you need anything, and we have 1 minute if anybody has a question. I'll be happy to answer. I don't see? Good. So I'm really happy to be here. Great event, tons of people, smart people, and thank you for the organizers. And yes, we have one question. Yes. Sorry, I don't hear.
Okay, and the result when you follow your social trading platform, do you have any empirical evidence of how the traders are doing following social trading?
Yes. The results are that people that are trading based on the copy element, the social trading, are making more money than the average trader. And the answer and the reason is very simple. It's easy to explain. Because everything is transparent, everything is exposed. So the minute you have 100, 200, 500 good traders that this is what they are doing, and you peg yourself to them, to some of them, the chances that you will do more money are higher. Probably their trading capabilities and their understanding of the market are better than yours. Not yours personally, but of the typical trader. So the answer is yes, people are just making more money because of the copy trading. Yes? The question was if we are trading security tokens.
Yeah, do you trade security token? And if yes, how do you obviously avoid market manipulation and insider trading?
So the answer is simple. We are not trading security tokens. But I can say that this is one of the issues or one of the topics that we are examining now. I do believe that security tokens are going to be the next big thing. I think that the market is still not ready for this. I'm not sure that there's enough clients that want to trade on security tokens, but we believe it will be there, and we will be there before the market will be there. But now we are still not doing it. So the question was how we avoid market manipulation when it comes to utility tokens. The answer is that we are using systems that are monitoring the transactions on an ongoing basis, systems that are planned to do this, coming from the financial industry, not from the crypto industry. And this ensures, to a certain level, that this doesn't happen on our platform. Guys, thank you so much, and it's a pleasure being here with you. Have a nice day.